Hey guys, so live, welcome. No one's here yet, but wanted to welcome you to the MLB DFS video. It's Sunday, it's July 29th. It's the last Sunday of July, and we're going to go over all things MLB DFS today. So while people are waiting to get in here, I've got everything up. I was able to actually go ahead and check the I checked the home run contest from yesterday instead of doing it on live stream because it took a long time yesterday. So we did have one winner of the home run contest. Congratulations. They had Rhys Hoskins. No, they had Mike Trout in the first inning. Mike Trout went off. So hopefully you guys did well yesterday. Good morning, Gary. Let's see. I don't know about our DraftKings. Like, I can't really check it. I can check the FanDuel, but look, another day I didn't get my $5,000 in the FanDuel account. So yesterday was a pretty good day. We did avoid the once it loads. We'll go over it real quick. That's what we'll do. Good morning, Todd. I did have 2 home runs in the home run contest on FanDuel. Had Mike Trout and Arenado both homered. We did pretty well there. So let's go over it real quick to see. So I would like to see, what did you guys get yesterday? What was your top scores yesterday? I did have Verlander, 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Unfortunately, that sucks. We had Jose Abreu with him. Logan Forsythe got a big fat 0. Yolmer Sanchez, 21.9. Brandon Crawford, 3. Now, I did have to switch out Gerardo Parra for I switched out for Puig, 31.9 fantasy points. So that was a good one. I put that in there. So hopefully I was able to edit it for you guys in time. Cody Bellinger, 9.2. Curtis Granderson at 230, 240. Friday's contest, we ended up 223.8. So, and it's up a little bit early yesterday. We didn't even play the early slate. Severino has looked like, I just traded for Severino in my season-long keeper league. And Shane Robinson yesterday, and he did hit a home run last night. But I don't think you could have used him in that game, if I recall. So we did all right yesterday. But, it's DFS. It's literally daily fantasy. So today is a new day. So what I do plan on doing is going over a couple things, then going over the pitching, then going over some. Now, this is something a little bit different. If it needs edited, I will try my best to edit, but this is a day where pitching we're going to go both real quick. I might question since I'm done, but trying to see what you guys would like. Weather-wise, I'm just looking real quick. There might be a little bit of weather for the Cubs at the Cardinals game tonight, but they could be a delayed start, but I think they'll get this one in. I don't think ESPN is going to allow 2 rainouts 2 Sunday nights in a row. So I'm looking at the Cubs and the Cardinals, and I'm thinking that they should be good. We should be good here. So there is no weather concern, which is awesome. The only concern I do have will be the people that will be, traded. Today is probably generating. So when you're building your lineups, that's something to kind of pay attention to. Today, Cody Bellinger's already ruled out. Adam Jones, the sense is that he's not going to get traded, so you could probably put him in there and be okay. Yeah, Rafael, JT Realmuto is in trade discussions. Yeah, there's not a lot going. Not much going on that front. So we're going to jump into it real quick. Anyway, we did have a couple people take advantage of the rest of the MLB season and the entire NFL season yesterday. And you can actually get that. I'm going to link it. So right now, the first 50 people, so there's 48 spots left. I cannot guarantee you how long they'll be there. I can't hold it for anyone. So if you've been wondering, It is a special. You can click the link down below here in the chat. The plans is at the top. It's at the very right. It's the MLB and NFL season package early bird special. $99 will get you the entire rest of the MLB season through October. Or if you guys vote, we'll move from that to just NFL DFS season. That includes each week we have the subscriber only NFL content. It's pretty big article, cheat sheets, videos, both. That's for NFL, and we've got the stuff for MLB. So also, if anyone interested, out down below in the chat, there's a super chat. You can send a super chat, and you can send from $1 to $1 million if you want. Anyone that donates is awesome. I'll thank anyone. Had a few people donate in the past. If you want to do it again, that's amazing. Just continue it while I give you guys this information. Hopefully it is helpful. And again, there is no weather concern, so we're going to look at the pitching real quick. So the Royals in today's lineups are going to be all-day slate, or whatever DraftKings allows. I'll have to look to see. But FanDuel will be all day. The ones where it's a late swap, so if you guys need to swap people out, you will be able to. Royals at the Yankees, Birch Smith versus J.A. Happ. If taking a picture in this one, it would be Happ. 83 plate appearances against the batting average. I know what Happ's numbers were in Toronto. Let's hope a scenery change does him well. We're going with him. Twins at the Red Sox, Jose Barrios versus Nathan Eovaldi. Got Eovaldi obviously making his debut for the Red Sox. Jose Barrios is pretty good. I think he'll be under-owned because he is going against the Sox at Fenway. Barrios, 57 plate appearances, 220 batting average. I actually give props here to Barrios. I love him. Rays at the Orioles, Yanni Chirinos versus Dylan Bundy. I do have the Orioles as a contrarian stack. I don't trust Chirinos. I don't trust the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Orioles have been hitting the crap out of the ball recently. Indians at the Tigers, Corey Kluber versus Jordan Zimmerman. Kluber, 169 plate appearances, 233 batting average. Guys, he's super expensive, and he is dealing with a knee injury. I believe he's getting shots in his knee. He had a bad start last time. So I'm pretty sure it's like a three-headed race for Cy Young in the, I guess you could do Garrett Cole and stuff like that. But Verlander, Kluber, and Severino have all struggled at the same time, so no one's really getting ahead. Then you got Garrett Cole, who has had some troubles. So we're looking at a little bit of, do you want to pay up for Kluber? He is going against the Tigers, but he is dealing with some knee issues, and he's super expensive. So that's something to look at. Cheap stack more, depending on who you get out of Baltimore. Adam Jones, yes, it looks like he won't get traded, but you never know. So that's the only problem if you are taking people from Baltimore. If there's someone who might be on the trade block, Jonathan Scope, Adam Jones, and you put him in there, they could get traded. Zach Eflin versus Luis Castillo. Eflin has struggled this season. Or not this season, but lately. I'm throwing him out there again because I need to win on my season long. But 14 plate appearances, 462 batting average scares me. Luis Castillo, 24 plate appearance average. Cincinnati has won the last 2 games. Castillo's very hit or miss. You could use him as a GPP, but I don't trust either of these pitchers as a cash option. Nationals at the Marlins, Jeremy Hellickson versus Jose Urena. Hellickson, 148 plate appearances, 250 batting average. And Urena's 87 plate appearances, 132. You could use both of these as GPP. It's really up to you, though. Dodgers at the Braves, Ross Stripling versus Sean Newcomb. Stripling, 46 plate appearances, 186 batting average. Newcomb, he's been bad for like his last start, 4 or 5 starts before that. Iffy. That's what scares me. Newcomb, 260 batting average against him, 63 plate appearances. Both of these, I kind of like both of these pitchers, but again, though, Newcomb has struggled, and he's facing a pretty good team in the Dodgers. Mets at the Pirates, Zach Wheeler versus Joe Musgrove. Wheeler, 37 plate appearances, 229 batting average. Musgrove, 4 plate appearances, 250 batting average. That is what we're looking at. I think Wheeler a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Rangers at the – this is what scares me. Mike Minor, Lance McCullers, Rangers at the Astros. Now, looking at that, it would be like, oh, Lance McCullers, absolutely. But looking at what's happened to Astros, they just put Jose Altuve on the DL for the very first time in his career. We've got the Rangers winning the last 2 games against the Astros. Whether or not that continues, we'll see. Minor, 104 plate appearances, 250 batting average, 3 a GPP. Just due to Net Odor has been probably, I'm a player because he's not highly rated, but he's struggled. I mean, I had him 2 or 3 seasons ago in fantasy, and he killed it. And then the past couple of seasons just been absolutely atrocious. He is a very cheap option for second base. He had really wouldn't mind using him. Look at the Rangers as a GPP stack, but you know there are other options out there. How do you feel about Baltimore stack versus Berríos? You mean a Red Sox stack against Berríos? Berríos is facing the Red Sox, not the Orioles. Or are you asking about a Baltimore stack and Berríos? Yeah, there are better options than Baltimore as a stack, but it's just a GPP stack. If people are making, I mean, there's some people that watch these videos that make like 10, 15, 20 lineups. Throw it in there. I honestly like Berríos a little bit, but I would not be surprised if the Red Sox, Berríos, obviously, anytime you take a pitcher against the Red Sox, it's got to be GPP. Blue Jays at the White Sox, Ryan Baruki versus Carlos Rodon. Rodon, 18 plate appearances, 278 batting average. I would look Rodon, though, you could look at another GPP because the Blue Jays are just so bad. Athletics at the Rockies, I'm not taking either of these pitchers. It's in Coors. I am taking Colorado bats. Arenado's on fire. I know he's playing lefty yesterday, but Trevor Story, Arenado, I love both of them on. John versus Andrew Suarez, where 27 plate appearances, 429 batting average. I mean, obviously not a lot. That's about the equivalent of 1 game pitched against them, and they've been pretty decent against them. I don't trust either of these pitchers. Mariners at the Angels, Marco Gonzalez versus Felix Pena. Gonzalez, 101 plate appearances, 250 batting average. He's been pretty good, but the Angels, I don't like either of these pitching options. There are bats that you could look at. D-backs at the Padres, you got Clay Buchholz versus Joey Lucchesi. Buchholz, 30 plate appearances, 179 batting average, playing against the Padres, playing in Petco. I'm definitely looking geared towards Buchholz here. GPP probably, or SP2. And then the Cubs at the Cardinals, Kyle Hendricks versus John Gant. The Cardinals have taken the 2, I believe. I don't remember if they played Thursday. Hendricks, 155 against him. I'd be looking at him. Many pitching options as we did the other day where all of the studs were going the same day. I do like a Cubs stack against Gant, 30 play. Look at the bats that you guys have been asking about. So Texas will be 20% or more owned after. Yeah, So looking at, let's just go through some of the bats, that anything that jumps out against certain pitchers. In the Tampa Bay Rays at the Orioles game, Malik Smith against Dylan Bundy, 9 for 12 with only 1K. That's a 444 batting average, and he's got some speed. Matt Duffy actually has been pretty good, usually leading off that in second. 1 for 3, including a double against him. 1 home run has been CJ Cron, 2 for 10 with a home run. And we're not, I mean, the Orioles apparently have never faced Yonny Chirinos. Minnesota at the Red Sox. Red Sox against Berríos. Mookie Betts is what? 2 for 5 with 2 walks, no home runs. Barrios hasn't given a home run up to any of them in the lineup, apparently. Then we're looking at the Twins against Eovaldi. Now, Eovaldi just faced this Twins team back July 14th, I believe. I was in Minnesota at the time, and he got absolutely lit up in that game. Obviously, he was with the Rays, but it's the same pitcher. Looking at Twins bats against Eovaldi, Jorge Polanco, 2 for 2, including a triple. Jake Cave, 2 for 2, including a double. Dozier, 5 for 12 with a home run, and Joe Mauer, 4 for 13 with a home run. Now, Dozier's name has been in the news about a possibility of being traded, so that is something that kind of scares me. Tampa Bay best cheap stack. I think you probably could. You could be looking at Malik Smith, Matt Duffy, Carlos Gomez, depending if he plays. And I haven't seen any lineups yet. Let's see. The Royals at the Yankees. Anyone against Birch Smith. Andujar's 1 for 2. Gleyber Torres, 0 for 1. Stanton, 0 for 1. Hicks, 0 for 1. Obviously, they haven't seen much of each other. Jay Happ, Royals bats. Looking at Alex Gordon's 5 for 14 with a double and a home run. Does have 3 Ks. Whit Merrifield's 1 for 8 with a home run. So not a lot going on there. Looking at the Indians, at the Tigers, anyone against Kluber that's had success. Victor Martinez is 15 for 49 with 3 home runs. It's a 306 batting average. He should be super cheap. Victor Martinez, GPP-wise, super cheap because he's been so bad. Castellanos is 12 for 43 with 2 doubles. Castellanos' name has been in there for possibility of trades as well. So that is something to kind of monitor. It doesn't look like he will be traded, but just keep that in the back of your mind while you're building your lineups the next couple of days. Jordan Zimmerman, Indians bats against Zimmerman. Kipnis, 7 for 11 with 3 doubles. Jose Ramirez, 5 for 10 with 2 doubles. No, 2 triples and a home run. Yonder Alonso, 6 for 16 with 2 doubles and 3 home runs. Then you got Melky Cabrera, 6 for 22 with a double and a home run. Now, I don't know if Cabrera will be in the lineup. Mondesi for the Royals. Mondesi could, if he'd be a super cheap option, and he stole, I want to say he stole 2nd and 3rd last night in the 9th inning. It was a very tense 9th inning. They got through it, but yeah. Phillies at the Reds. Zach Eflin versus Luis. 1 against Eflin. Duvall's 3 for 3 with 2 home runs. I mean, 3 plate appearances, 2 of the hits are home runs. It's being played at Great American Ballpark. So, I mean, you could look at that. New York Yankees stack going to be chalk. I don't know if they're going to be chalk. They're probably going to be up there, but I don't know 100% if they're going to be chalk. Bats against Castillo. No, there's nothing that jumps out at me there. Nationals at the Marlins. Marlins against Jeremy Hellickson. Derek Dietrich, 7 for 24 with 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Justin Bour, 5 for 21 with 2 home runs. Martin Prado, 7 for 29 with 2 doubles, 1 home run. Now, I'm going over these. I'm not 100% sure if everyone's in the lineup or if they're not on the DL. I'm going over what looks there, and then you can build through that. JT Realmuto, 9 for 29 with a double, but his name's out there to get traded. I mean, it's the Marlins, so you never know who's going to get traded. Arcia. Who's Arcia? What do you mean Arcia? Like the catcher? The one that just like broke history? I think that was his last name for the Angels. Or are we talking about somebody else? I mean, I think he's going to be super high owned because of what he did yesterday. But I read that Arcia spent like 10 or 11 years in the minors. So There's a reason he was in the minors for so long. Yeah, I know. But I mean, there's going to be a lot of people chasing that home run. He could. I mean, obviously he could, but I mean, spending that many years in the minors, there's a reason. So that I'm still iffy on that. Probably super cheap because by the time he hit the home runs last night, I'm going to guess those lineups or games were already out, and probably super cheap. Let's just check real quick. Let's do all day slate. Let's do here. We'll just see. Just a guess he's cheap. For instance, he's he's minimum. You could look at him. I mean, if you look at a glance, he's had 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, batting .625, but played 2 games. And I realize he has 86.6 fantasy points in 2 games. A lot of people are going to chase after that. I would definitely make sure he's even in the lineup today. What do you feel about maxing out salaries? Do you find more success without? So that's the thing people have asked before. I tell you, if you can build a lineup, depending on where you're at, if you can, and you have 2,000 left over, I would say probably in GPP, it's going to probably, you're going to have a lot of different people that people don't have. The ownership you have might be less. So let's say 100 people are in this. You wouldn't probably tie with anybody if it goes off ahead of the pack. I don't always feel that you need to use all 60,000 of your salary. But some days you will, some days you won't. So what I tell is don't go build a lineup and just take someone out and then make sure you use all the salary. Find the guys that you feel comfortable with on a research or whatever, and then play with that. So don't feel it necessary that you go ahead and have to use the entire salary all the time. It's not a requirement. So let's just put it that way. That's why I like drafters.com, because there's no salary, so you can draft anyone you want. And we've had a ton of success over there right now. So if there's no salary draft, your season-long snake draft, but in DFS form. So looking at other bats real quick, you might even be able to put a Marlins stack. Could be very contrarian. Angels again, or the Nationals against Urena. Michael Taylor 4 for 10 with a double and a home run. Harper's 2 for 6 with a double. Matt Adams 1 for 9. Not one hit was a home run. That's nothing. I mean, there's not a ton of other things jumping out at me. 2 for 6 with home run. Dodgers against Newcomb. Muncy's got a home run. Forsythe Hitler has a home. Toronto Blue Jays against Rodon. Kendrys Morales 3 for 9 with a home run. Astros against Mike Minor. Gurriel 6 for 10 with a double and 2 home runs. Stassi's 2 for 5 with a double and a home run. Josh Reddick is 2 for 7 with a home run. So, I mean, Gurriel could be a sneaky option. What do I think is wrong with Harper this year? I think he's overpriced. Like, he's really overhyped. He's never I don't think he's ever had a season of 100 RBIs. He's not a $450 million man contract like they should be getting. He is a good player, yes, but he's not a Trout. He's done what Judge has done. He's never done what JD Martinez has done. I mean, he's who he is because he came up at 19. I guess put it that way. So yeah. There's Mike Trout, 7 for 15 with 3 doubles and a home run. Got to get him in there. Jeffrey Marte's 3 for 10 with a double and 2 home runs. So I'm looking at Trout. Would you take Doc if you're making multiple lineups and one is a GPP? Yes, I would take a chance on Urena, but it's the Nationals. You never know when they're going to break out, but they're also not doing very well right now. So, and Urena has flashed some good things in the past, but whether or not we see that, we'll see. Anyone in the Brewers or the Giants? Nothing really sticks out there. Nothing sticks out for the Padres. Any Diamondbacks that stick out? Goldschmidt against Lucchesi, 3 for 4 with a double. Nick Ahmed is 2 for 5 with a home run. Cardinals against Kyle Hendricks. Ozuna's 6 for 16 with a double and a home run. Tommy Pham is 4 for 11 with a home run. Jerko's 5 for 17 with a home run. So those are the bats, guys. That's the video. I've really got to go. The question is, if you want to play the home run contest, after the video gets uploaded to YouTube, go ahead and comment in the comment section, not in this chat, who you think's going to hit a home run and what inning. Correct, you're going to win a free month of dailyrotohelp.com content for baseball. Now, we had someone win yesterday. Once they email me, we will be good. So put that down there when it's done with dailyrotohelp.com. Go check. We have cheat sheet that's already live. The lineups are going to go live. And it's very helpful. You can sign up for a day pass or a week. We do have the rest of the MLB season and the entire NFL DFS season for $99 right now. It's first 50 people that sign up. We had 2 yesterday. Let's fill it up now. So that is all I've got, guys. Good luck. How do you think Odor will play after last night? I would play him in GPP, but I think he's going to be high owned. That's what I think. So that's what I got, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. Any questions, comment below or email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll try to answer those. Thank you, guys. Good luck, and as always, bring home that bacon. Peace.